Look, man, I didn't see myself being this guy. I really didn't. But it's come down to me that honestly, a lot of us are just better off single. It really be like that. And if you have any questions or you're concerned about a woman not posting you, I hope this is a gentle reminder in what I would say is the right direction, which is you're not that off from what you're probably suspecting. Okay? This is my theory on social hyperrealism. Okay. It's based off of Baudrillard's. I forgot how to pronounce his name. Holy shit. How the fuck do you pronounce his name again? What's his goddamn thing? Baudrillard's. Yeah, Baudrillard's. Baudrillard's theory of hyperrealism. Okay. We've got two versions of ourselves, and this is mainly a philosophical slash pretty practical, pragmatic point of points to help you understand where you're at and what you're doing. Now, I do recognize that most relationships, now before we get into this, you know, most relationships have a reasonable time frame to build and gain trust and all that stuff, right? You're almost not, you cannot expect to be posted almost if ever at the beginning, right? It's gonna take some time before eventually maybe there's one point where you share. Now, to quickly, before I jump into this, to quickly state Casey Xander's old point, which is honestly, you can just not give a fuck about this at all. And there is definitely something attractive about that in a man, especially if you probably looking to have some fun with this girl, okay? Because she's gonna see you as a man that she can do anything with and feel no judgment. But here's the thing: you can go that direction, but if you're willing and hoping to actually find a way to invest your time, money, effort, energy, let this be a nice little reminder as to why, if she doesn't post you, you definitely don't want to start doing anything of that nature at all in today's culture, in today's American culture. You don't want to fucking do that, okay? You've got her digital self, and then you have her in person self. Her digital self has infinite reach. Okay, then, and yes, there is that whole illusion of options when it comes to this kind of stuff. But here's the thing that most guys really don't. Most guys use as a coping mechanism. She does have that. She does have those a million options. She probably didn't have the desirability, which is like the only test that you can have on a woman. And even that, bro, you'd be surprised how much 304 can feign desirability or basically just enjoy sexing you basically and still have that amazingly detached. You'd be surprised. So this is something that you have to genuinely get a good read for. Either way, digital, infinite reach, in person, limited net reach. Okay, what does she have digitally? She has social media easily: Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Snapchat, X, Visco. And Visco, I threw that up there because there's a lot of girls who use Visco as like a dumping ground for, I would say, pictures that didn't quite make the magazine level cut that these absurd fucking levels of what counts as a phenomenal photo, because that's where we're at now apparently. If you don't have an elite photographic, like straight up studio grade photo, she probably is like, oh my god, no, I can't post that. And you know, us guys, we don't give a fuck. Dude, I'll just post whatever here is in the garage sometimes. Dating apps, obviously, okay? We're gonna move there, but here's the problem, okay? You need to treat this side of her as if it's more real than the actual in-person her. It is about damn time us guys actually treat that side as more than her in-person version of herself. Her in-person version of herself. Think about the absurdity of this. Her in-person version of herself will have sex with you, but not post you. Now, maybe none of us are in this boat, but think about how absurd that is. She's willing to give up her body, possibly her virginity, possibly her, her sexuality, her purity to you, but she wouldn't post you. And then your mind might drift off into other variations, as in, well, if she can do that with you, what's to say she's not doing that with anyone else? All right, I know. Us men, we work logically. We're not supposed to, apparently, when it comes to women. They come and go like cats, and that's how we're supposed to treat them. But again, this is so that there is no confusion for you as a man to realize that you are being extracted. If you are a boyfriend, if you are dating someone, you are allowing her to extract your resources, your protection, your preservation, and status potentially. Maybe you're really good looking. Maybe you're actually a hot dude, right? Maybe you have a lot of money. Maybe people think you're super fucking cool. You will not, they will do their best to make sure that you don't get too ahead of yourself. Either way, you're doing all this because, I mean, I know for me, if I consider myself in a relationship with a woman and she's my girl, like, call me whatever you want, but like, I feel like I'm called to like heroic fucking ideals if I consider her my woman, like to the point where I would die for my woman. And what's weird is that's low key fucking expected, ain't it? But she's not willing to post you. Either way, so you're doing all this resources, protection, preservation, status, potential, like preservation as in future survival, her future, right? You're doing all of that. There's always someone that's going to help her, back her, be there for her, and she won't post you. You're either a simp or you're a player, because as the simp, knowingly giving all that up for the potential of perhaps her not having to give up her social reputation, you're a simp. Or you're doing some of this shit. Actually, honestly, players will not do this shit. Sorry. So simps do this, or if you're a player, if she's not posting you, you're a player. But you're most likely players do not give this up. Most players, they don't give a fuck if they're being posted or not. But if you're looking for a girl worth simping for and she's not posting you, she don't give a fuck about you. Because this side in 2025, with as far as capitalism and modernity has gone, this is more real than real. This is her true self. This is what she thinks is her actual real self. Her in-person self, she can actually not give a fuck about. Okay? This has limited reach. It's the 2 to 3 social groups that she hangs out with. They might be very important to her. Sure. But here's at the base of this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get gaslighting BS if this ever comes up. Oh no, I want to keep my social life private. But while on the other hand, when it comes to her IG is popping, right? She's throwing travel pics up there. Her Visco is nonstop, her dog and coffee and her and all that jazz, right? Her Snapchat is nice and concealed. You know, Snapchat is fucking cesspool for this kind of shit, honestly. It was like it was invented for that. Her Facebook and her LinkedIn is full of professional men and women. Okay, Facebook, all that shit. Gaslighting to the utmost, because all this stuff signals is availability. All that signals availability. Point blank. If she doesn't post you, you're single. Okay, you're gonna miss me with that shit, and you need to stay single. Or again, if you're going to kind of take it at a reasonable time frame, you're going to have to expect this not to happen for a little while. I still think it's crazy if she does have sex with you but not post you, which usually does occur. Anyway, deuces.